In the story of The Last of Us, Ellie witnesses the brutal murder of Joel, who is the adult that has safely transported her across the country in a world full of gruesome people and zombies. After seeing Joel get his skull crushed with a golf club, Ellie swears to take revenge and kill every person involved. In her pursuit of revenge, Ellie kills dozens of people, gets Joel's brother shot, and her close friend Jesse killed. What Ellie doesn't know is why Joel was killed. Blinded by her love for Joel, Ellie destroys everything in her path in pursuit of revenge. Further in her pursuit, Ellie learns that Joel did what she did to save her, who was about to undergo a deadly surgery that could create a cure and save the world from a deadly pandemic. But even with this knowledge, Ellie still continues her pursuit of revenge. Towards the end of the story, Ellie comes face to face with the woman who crushed Joel's skull in front of her. Both deeply wounded from the journey and barely able to stand, Ellie decides to take the fight. After beating each other brutally, Ellie manages to get her head underwater and has the opportunity to kill her, to take her revenge. But what does she do? She lets go and lets her live. Ellie sits back in the sand and watches the woman she has been after disappear into the mist. So what was it all for? What did Ellie gain from her hunt for revenge? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Before this hunt, you could have counted the people Ellie had killed on one hand. Now it's dozens of people. The pursuit got her close friend killed and Joel's brother shot. And do we think Ellie has achieved peace of mind from this? Ellie should have taken the best revenge, to not be like that, to not be like the people she was hunting. Instead, she turned out just like them, perhaps even worse. In a world that can feel harsh and unfair, it's easy to justify revenge. Sadly, evidence shows that people who seek revenge, instead of forgiving or letting go, tend to feel worse in the long run. You are much better off channeling your energy into moving forward positively with your life. Though it might have been hard for Ellie to move on positively without Joel, she should have accepted fate for what it is and focused on the many relationships she had going for her. She had a life she could have rebuilt, but instead, she clung to hate. She kept chasing something she thought would bring closure. It didn't. It just cost her everything. The Stoics taught that how we respond to adversity defines who we are. If someone lies to you, cheats you, hurts you, that's on them. But if you respond with bitterness, cruelty, or hate, that's on you. The best revenge is to not be like that. In other words, don't become what you hate, because then they've truly won. They haven't just hurt you, they've changed you. Research in psychology shows that when we act on revenge, we actually reinforce the memory of the original harm. Instead of letting the wound close, we reopen it again and again. Our brain links the pain of the past with the new pain we create. So instead of finding relief, we deepen our suffering. Nothing on earth consumes a man more quickly than the passion of resentment. Whenever you feel vengeful, remember to always remain still and rational. Revenge is often like our pursuit of dopamine. We keep hunting that big laugh, so we keep scrolling endlessly on our phone just to find out it wasn't worth it in the end. You come to the realization that it was all for nothing, that there was no result that could satisfy you or make your journey worthwhile. Instead, it will fill you with shame and regret. Revenge promises justice but delivers more suffering. It feels righteous in the moment, but empty in the aftermath. You might think revenge gives you control, but it's actually the opposite. It means you're letting your emotions control you. And worse, you're letting the person who hurt you continue to shape your behavior. Better than revenge is acceptance. Better than revenge is forgiveness. Not because they deserve it, but because you do. You deserve peace. You deserve to stop carrying the fire of someone else's cruelty. Revenge is instinct. It's hardwired into us. Someone hurts you, you want them to feel it too. It feels like justice, like balance, like the only way to make things right. But what if that instinct is wrong? What if giving just pulls you further into the darkness you were trying to escape? Like Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, the best revenge is to not be like that. If someone hurt you and makes you feel vengeful, What could possibly make you any better by taking revenge? What would change in your life if you chose to take revenge? Do you really believe that you would feel any better? You are more likely to feel worse and guilty, blinded by your emotions. The deeper your pursuit of revenge goes, the more tunnel-visioned you will get. Blinded by your emotions, you'll end up hurting more the people you care about. Marcus Aurelius knew this. The Stoics believe that we don't control what happens to us, but we always control how we respond. When someone wrongs you, you have two choices: replicate their behavior or rise above it. You can either continue the cycle or break it. You should accept fate as it is presented to you. The Stoics believe that fate isn't something to avoid. It's something to embrace. Not just to tolerate, but to love. That's what amor fati means. To accept what happens is necessary. As part of your story, even if it's painful. Because what's the alternative? You can rage against reality. Scream into the void, wish things were different, but none of that changes the facts. Joel is gone. The world is broken. Ellie can't rewind time, no matter how many people she kills. She can't unmake her pain, but she could have chosen to accept it. Acceptance isn't weakness. Acceptance is strength. Loving fate or amor fati doesn't mean celebrating tragedy. It means recognizing that the hardest moments can shape the strongest parts of you. Like fire refines steel, fate can forge strength, if you let it. Ellie could have used her pain to protect the people she still had, but she chose to carry her pain like a weapon instead of a lesson. Ellie's fate was to lose Joel. That was outside of her control. But what was in her control was how she responded. Instead of building something new with the people she still had, Dina, Jesse, Tommy, she let fate break her, not because it was too strong, but because she refused to accept it. When someone wrongs you, you're faced with a decision. Do I respond with clarity, or do I react out of emotion? Revenge is a reaction. It's being pulled like a puppet by your pain. But real strength, real freedom, comes from being able to choose your response, not letting others dictate it. So the next time life hands you something cruel, something you didn't ask for, don't waste your strength trying to undo it. Accept it, face it, and then decide who you want to be next. Not out of revenge, not out of hate, but with clarity and courage. Because in the end, the most powerful thing you can do is to stay human in an inhuman world. Let them break themselves. Not you.